Hello and good morning, everyone, and welcome to Coaching Think Talk, your daily dose of coaching conversation with life coaches. And we are the couple coach. I am Coach Tindy Hoya,
And I am Coach Shaun Joya. Good morning.
and we are certified life and mental health coaches from Life Coach Philippines. And this is for coaching for Partnerlift. We're going to be talking about romance from ecstasy to agony.
Yes, and this coaching conversation is for couples who wants to reignite their relationship and bring back the passion to create a better environment for their relationship. And our mission is to
Help connect 1 million disconnected families so that they can create a mentally and emotionally safe environment for them and their kids.
all right. So thank you very much for joining us in this live today. And please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are coming from today.
And please also do tag a friend to circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what we'll be sharing for this session. So tag them along, especially yung mga friends nyo na married and alam nyo may mga pinagdadaanan. Do tag them and you can also share your hashtag Pack My Bag moments to bless others. You may also give some shout outs to people you want to greet and reach out with some inspiring message. So you can utilize our chat box so that we can also acknowledge them and greet them for this morning.
Yep. And if you are watching this on a replay, please do comment hashtag replay. We are streaming in via Facebook page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach AI Connect. If you are new to our platform or this platform, please like and follow and subscribe to the page
Yes,
in
so
YouTube.
we now have Sir Leonard, si Mayor. Ito si Mayor na lagi natatanong kami kung totoo siyang Mayor. Malapit na, di ba, Leonard? You will soon be the Mayor.
Yun talaga tinatawag ng mayor. Oh. Mayor, asan po ba ang ating mabutihing asawa? Yan. Magandang kung asan sila. No? It's a Monday morning. Thank you everyone for joining us this morning. Yun nga, if you're watching us on replay, just continue to post in there so that we know that you're watching here. This is an early morning Monday for most Mondays, di ba? Usually, pag Monday, matrabaho, no? Trabaho, start of work. Yan.
It's a manic Monday for most of us, especially those who are still working, even if we're working at home. Parang pressured na pressured pa din tayo, di ba? So, let's take a moment. Let's have a break and learn with us this morning, especially pag kung andyan kayong mag-asawa, better to join us online and listen to us as we can have a conversation. So you can join us. Yeah, just use the chat box.
Yep. So we're gonna talk about today Partnerlift, romance from ecstasy. Especially those times where yung mag-asawa, di ba pag una pa lang, Coach Tin, di ba naalala ko nung una pa lang tayong nag-meet tayo, parang kakaiba eh. Ang ganda-ganda ng experiences natin at mahal na mahal natin ang isa't isa. Hindi pa nga mahal pala.
Para bang hindi na mahal ngayon, no? Ayos ka.
Mga ganong bagay, di ba? Naalala niyo ba yung first time kayo mag-meet tapos parang nabighani ka sa kanyang mukha. Tapos nung mga times na tumatagal, parang ano ba nangyayari? At biglang nagde-decline ang inyong connection at yung inyong interest, the interest between the two of you and how you're going or moving forward with a relationship.
Yeah, so even if you're married now, at times, dumadaan pa din kayo sa stage na you're so sweet, the romance is there, tapos biglang nawawala. Actually, every relationship starts from romance. And in this stage, you are really blinded both with love. Parang walang mali sa kanya. Kahit nakikita ng mga friends mo na may mali, sasabihin mo wala. So it's perfect.
Perfectong relationship. Ganun din ba yung tingin mo sa akin? Parang perfect.
Tawa ako. Kasi, wait lang. Di ko alam.
Yung mga relationship natin, di ba? When we were starting the relationship, it seems like everything is so sweet na parang kahit yung mga teeny-weeny na mga irritations mo, parang wala kang irritation. Hindi ka na-irritate.
Parang cute pa din.
Parang hindi ka nagagalit. O
So,
parang ang cute lang nila pag nagkakamali. And so parang gusto ko tang kurutin ng mga ganong situations. And those are the things that we start a relationship, we feel that we're super madly, deeply in love.
yeah.
Diba? Mga ganong situation. Kung pwede lang nga na hindi na kayo magkalayo, lagi na lang kayong magkasama at magkadikit. Parang ang yung mga mukha
O yung
nakadikit din.
ano,
Mga
yung,
ganon din.
yung moments na nagkita na kami, tapos pag uwi, tatawag pa sa phone, tapos ang haba ng usap sa phone. Eh, syempre kasi noon, hindi pa ganun ka, ano yung cellphone.
Wala pang mahal pa cellphone mo.
Mahal
pag
pa
naglulog.
cellphone. So, usually, landline. Kaya nga nauso yung mga kaedaran ko dyan, 3.25 lang. Pero syempre may landline kami, hindi naman nagbabayad.
Social. Walang ganun, no? Pupunta ka sa labas. And I remember too, what you've said nga na, di ba magkasama na tayo the whole day nun, tapos biglang pagdating sa gabi, pagdating sa bahay, tatawagan. Tapos naalala ko nun, pinapagalitan ka ng nanay mo.
Tapos pagalingan pa rin, uy, nagkita na kayo, ano pa ba pinag-uusapan?
Ano pinag-uusapan?
Yun yung mga kilig moments na, na when you're starting in the relationship. And even if you get married, andun pa din, the first 3 years would be the moment na ang dami, there's a lot of romance in the relationship na parang, but as time goes by and you become familiar with each other, the romance fades and you are faced with the reality that the person you love and married seems to be a different person from the one you first met. So, dumadating ka sa point na parang, teka lang, ito ba talaga yung boyfriend ko noon? Ito ba talaga yung gusto kong mapangasawa? So, bakit kaya tayo dumadating sa ganung stage? Saan ba kasi nanggagaling yung may romance, masaya kayo, and every start of the relationship ganon. And even if you're already married, may ganon talaga siyang stage. Nakakaya naman siyang ibalik, pero babalik ulit sa cycle na mawawala siya at magsa-cycle ulit kayo na parang bumabawas ang iyong affection, bumabawas ang iyong siguro love, andun talaga siya. Hindi naman siya nawawala. Pero feeling
yung
mo,
excitement.
yung excitement. But in layman's term, parang feeling mo, parang hindi ko na siya love. Dumadating sa ganun.
Bakit may time bang hindi mo ako na love?
Sabi ko na mababalik yung tanong sa akin. Parang, di ba ikaw meron?
Hindi, may kalokohan kasi akong pinaggagawa namin. Naghahanap ako, may hinahanap ako, hindi ko maintindihan kung anong inahanap ko at kung ano-ano na ang pinaggagawa ko sa buhay para hanapin namin yun. And these are the things that we wanted to discuss to you today so that you, at least you get a deeper understanding of bakit nga ba gano'n na mahal na mahal nyo at isa't isa tapos mamaya-maya lang ay parang nawawala at nababawasan na ang pagmamahal nyo. Feeling nyo lang nababawasan pero naghahanap kayo ng something. And that is something na you're trying to look for and search for. So, nag-wonder tayo. Ayan, si Coach
Colleen.
Ayan, si
Hello,
Lady
Coach
Jen.
Colleen. And hello, Lady Jen. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Yeah. So, what are we going to share to you? We're going to share to you 5 points here this morning for you at least to take a look at and reflect at kung asang ka. Asang kayo sa ngayon sa relationship mo sa asawa mo. Ano ba yung spice? Sabi nga, spice sa relationship nyo? Or nababawasan na ba? Parang nagiging monotonous na ba yung relationship nyo? And what are the things that you can start doing to level it up? Kumbaga reignite it. Tapos continue to have that fire. One of the things that when we're going through this talk and reflecting on understanding asang kami is we see na yung romantic love na to is the only first stage of couplehood and eventually it fades, no? Yung when you meet, parang 'di ba, love na love mo yung isa't isa, parang sabi nga namin sa iyo, hindi kayo hindi kayo magkahiwalay. Kung pwede na lang 24 oras magkasama kayo at magkausap kayo. Minsan nga wala nang tulugan, 'di ba, Coach Kim?
And pag mag-asawa naman kayo, parang there's always those moments na i-message mo, kumain ka na, asan ka na. Pero habang tumatagal, nawawala kaya yun. So, kaya napupunta dun. Parang, hindi na nagte-text. Kailangan mo pang pilitin.
Busy.
Para
Busy may meeting. Back-to-back meeting kaya.
Hello, Nancy. Thank you so much for joining us. If this is your first time to join us, welcome to Coaching TikTok. We're talking about, this is Coaching for Partnerlift. So, we're talking about romance from ecstasy to agony, di ba? Parang from saya tapos biglang nagiging suffering. Bakit kaya dumadating yung relasyon sa ganon?
And romantic love, if you think about it, is a powerful force that draws you to someone who has the positive and negative qualities of your parents or caregiver. Alam mo, when I was reflecting, tinitingnan ko si Coach Tin, tapos na-realize ko, kaya pala minahal ko siya kasi magaling siya magluto. Magaling siya magluto, marunong siya magluto. And you know that the way to a man's stomach is to the food.
Is
Ayan.
to food.
Food,
Pero ano nga siya eh, sabi kasi nila, when you are into a relationship, usually you get attracted to the person because somehow you see a certain quality of your primary caregivers. They might be your parents or lola, lolo, kung sino man yung nag-alaga sa'yo. Pero syempre, sa according to relationship experts, and yes, I think we also had this, we also knew this when we undergo the relationship workshop by Master Coach A.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
dumadating ka daw pero hindi ibig sabihin nun, kaya mo siya nagustuhan kasi kamukha siya ng nanay mo, hindi. But there is a certain quality. So, nakikita mo yung positive and negative side. Pero syempre, ang unang mong nakikita is the positive. So, na-imprint sa brain mo na kaya mo nagugustuhan yung isang tao is because you see the certain quality.
May nakikita ka magandang quality ng tao.
Magandang quality muna, yung naramdam. Like, how you were taken care of. Kung halimbawa, maasikaso yung lalaki, naalala mo ngayon yung moments na your parents, like your mom or your dad, ay maasikaso sa'yo. So, yun yung parang nare-retain sa brain mo. Kaya lang, pag naiirita ka naman, like pag naiirita ka sa
bakit
kanya,
kanina yung sinasabi mo maganda, doon ka nakatingin, tapos nakairita na sa akin, kaming bigla. Ano ba nangyayari dito?
You're now feeling irritated and disappointed by your partner. Ang naaalala mo naman yung negative quality. So,
and reflecting on it, di ba, growing up, nung sweet ka pa sa akin noon, di ba, yung mga times na yung nga maganda lang yung quality, tapos nung hindi ka na sweet, mga latter part na, parang irritable ka na lang sa lahat ng ginagawa ko. Di ba, parang ganun yung nangyayari. Oo.
Kasi ang nakikita mo na ngayon, yung negative qualities na naa-attach mo ngayon sa pair. Like, in my case, if I try to reflect on it, yung pagiging insensitive niya, it's because hindi niya na-meet yung certain expectations ko. Parang lagi ka na-disappoint. And those frustrations or disappointments were also what I experienced from my family, from my parents, my caregivers.
And I can remember during those times na, especially hindi mo ako naaalagaan kasi busy ka, ang dami mong ginagawa. Di ba naiirita ako nun, nagagalit ako nun? Because that's a clear image of what I see my mom na always cooking food, nag-aasikaso ng bahay, and so on. But because of the changes in the landscape right now with wives also working, parang medyo challenge siya ngayon, no? Kasi kailangan mo magtrabaho at kailangan mo asikasuhin yung mga bata.
So, yung concept na to, in a relationship perspective, this is known as the imago. So, you can search that out. You can check out Mr. Google. You will be able to find what it really means. So, imago. Ano ba si imago? Imago is the Latin word for image. The imago refers especially to an unconscious, idealized concept of familiar love that an individual develops during childhood and which remains unchanged in adulthood.
Explain nga. Explain nga natin yan.
Hello, Coach Dilo. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello. Alam mo kasi yung, di ba, when we were growing up, ang tinitingnan natin lagi, ang someone we look up to, tawag ko dito superhero natin, yung nanay at tatay natin. We always look up to them and we see na sana pag lumaki tayo, magiging parehas tayo nila, di ba? Kung successful man sila, kung ano mang ginagawa nila sa buhay, kung mabait sila, kung marunong sila magluto. These are the things that we constantly want to achieve or move towards.
We mirror, actually.
Tapos mirror natin. Kaya nga yung parenting, because yun naman yung that's where I focus on. In parenting, for parents out there, it's important that you're intentional kung anong ginagawa mo. Kasi yung lahat ng mga ginagawa mo, kahit hindi ka nakikita ng bata, susundan at gagayahin ka yan. So itong imago na to, the image that you're representing, eventually, yung anak mo, gagayahin ka. Gusto kang makita. Kasi parang nakikita yung mga maganda, di ba? Yeah. Naalala mo nga, Coach Tin, pag nag-aaway, most of the time sa akin, yung pag-aaway ng parents ko, hindi ko naman nakikita. Kasi ang pinapakita lang ng parents ko, yung mamaganda, yung magandang image ng relationship. na walang problema, walang issue, di ba? And you develop this as you go along the way. So, think about yung current na expectation mo sa sarili mo, expectation mo sa asawa mo. Kung sino yung ini-imagine mo at anong kind of relationship at marriage yung gusto mong makita or kind of interaction or love language, ika nga, yung love language mo.
Kasi nga usually daw what happens is yung sa imago concept, ang una talagang nare-retain sa'yo is yung memories ng caregivers mo. So,
Yung magandang memory.
yung maganda, kung ano yung na-receive mo. So, yun din yung una mong nakikita sa partner na gusto mo. And specifically, wala pa siyang distinction kung ano yung mga pangit. Usually, yung mga pangit lumalabas pag magkasama na kayo.
Pag nagsawa na, ganun.
Or siguro pag nagsawa na.
Parang paulit-ulit na, pag monotonous na. No? And thinking about it, pag tumatagal, di ba, commonly, nakikita mo na yung mga irritations mo. Doon mo na din nakikita yung hindi magagandang ugali na nakikita mo din sa parents mo. Mga ganung mga bagay. So, ito yung the way that we were raised up as far as how we see love is concerned. And ang kailangan natin dito, i-clarify natin kung ano yung image na yon.
Yeah. So, mostly kasi what we do is we are really into, yung personality traits talaga yun eh. Bihira yung physical lang. Mostly, ang una mong nakikita dyan is the character. So, kung ano yung na-retain sa brain mo, yun din yung ipipick up niya dun sa opposite or sa partner na you are interested in, like sa taong gusto mo. So, paano ngayon siya dumadating sa moment na nawawala yung love or yung romance in the relationship? Since pag magkasama na kayo, as let's say, kahit nga boyfriend, girlfriend, di ba, nakikita nyo na yung irritations and all, nakikita nyo na kasi yung negative qualities. And your brain also picks up, nare-relate niya yon kung ano yung na-experience mo din sa mga caregivers mo. Pero syempre, hindi mo siya napapangalanan kasi hindi naman niya kamukha yung parents mo. So,
hindi mo ma-verbalize.
Hindi mo siya ma-verbalize. Yeah. But if you assess it out, you will see that it's really more, kung halimbawa frustrated ka kasi may mga expectations ka na hindi nakuha sa kanya, it's possible that nung bata ka pa, meron ka ding mga needs, mga wants na hindi na ibigay sa inyo. At ang na-remember ng brain mo is the pain, the frustration. So, kaya yung expectation mo sa kanya is for your partner to be able to give in to whatever your expectations are. So there are actually some signs that love fades.
Sorry, just to add, di ba yung may mga times din na, halimbawa, ito yung experience mo sa parents mo, tapos may hinahanap kang kind of experience or love language. Parang pinipilit mo din yung kasama mo or partner mo, yung asawa mo, ibigay sa iyo yun. Pero yun nga yung nagiging dilemma na hindi mo ma-express, hindi mo ma-verbalize. So nagagalit ka sa asawa mo. Kasi ito, hindi mo ako naiintindihan, insensitive ka, ganito, para sabihin ng asawa mo, hindi ko nga alam kung anong gusto mo eh. Sabihin mo kasi yung anong gusto mo. Dapat kasi inaalam mo siya, dapat kasi i-discover mo siya, tapos iisipin ko, ako to ha, ano ko, manghuhula? Hindi ko naman alam eh. Dapat pagkasabihin mo siya. And in any marriage, I tell you, one of the most important things is communication. And yung sabi nga ni Coach Ting kanina, that the signs that love fades in a relationship will give you 5 para at least naiintindihan nyo kung bakit ba nawawala yung pagmamahal sa isang asawa.
Hello, Coach Rodif and Coach Lynn. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Right, so one of the signs, baka kasi pinagdadaanan nyo to, then maybe you can take a look at what's happening in the relationship. Later, we'll give you something that you can do to really start an inventory dun sa relationship nyo. One of it is fighting or arguing more than normal. Hindi naman naiiwasan yung away sa mag-asawa eh. Pero pag parang palagi na lang kayong nag-aaway.
Ako kaya lagi mo ko inaaway.
Umayos kayo. Kasi nakakairita nila minsan.
Lagi ko inaaway nito, hindi ko maintindihan. So natanong ko lang naman, nagagalit sa akin.
Kasi ang kulit eh. Ayaw din pa ulit-ulit yun.
Ayan.
So yun. So na-identify nyo, di ba? So, pag na-identify nyo yun, mas madali nyo maintindihan yung bawat isa. But, more often kasi sa relationship, hindi kaagad kayo dumadating sa ganung stage. Basta alam nyo lang, nag-aaway kayo lagi.
True. And I think yan na yung the way, if you reflect on the relationship that you have, and this is not just for married couples, no? may mga boyfriend kayo, girlfriends kayo, this is one thing that you need to start observing. Kasi as early as now, pinag-uusapan nyo na dapat yan. Pinag-uusapan nyo na openly kung ano man yung mga irritations nyo, ano yung mga hindi nyo gusto. Kaya lang, yung malaking dilemma dito, kung hindi nyo nga alam kung ano yung gusto nyo sa hindi nyo gusto. And this is where really understanding yourself more and going through all of the classes that we have here at Life Coach Philippines would help you. So fighting or arguing more than normal, naalala ko kami ni Coach Tin noon, parang lahat na lang ata, may sumasabi na lang ako, nagagalit tong asawa ko. Pag nagalit siya, nagalit na din ako, nag-away na kami kasi hindi na kami nag-usap. So may mga ganyung situation. Then eventually, we need to reflect on it to understand saan ba nanggagaling? Bakit nga kami nagalit? So that is one. Fighting or arguing more than normal. Yung number two, parental guidance naman tayo. If you're not having that intimate connection already, intimacy means not just yung conversation, but actually yung physical needs nyo, no? Kung yun yung mga bagay-bagay na hindi nawala na, or busy na lang lagi, di ba Coach Tim, pag busy, daming ginagawa, oo, hindi na satisfy, makatawa ka ng tawa dyan. Di ba? So these are the things that we need to be mindful of. I'm talking specifically to sex, so this is something na kailangan nating tingnan as couples. Kasi biblically naman, dapat ginigib yan because it's sacred, di ba? But again, ang point doon, for the women out there, alam mo yung point na yun kung bakit sex is important is because para hindi kung saan-saan pumupunta yung asawa natin. Kasi na-fulfill yung needs nila in the physical manner. But that is something that we'll talk about in a different topic.
Yeah. And of course, other thing is you don't talk to one another. Kung dati, magkausap na maghapon kasi magkasama, tatawag pa sa phone
kung ano pinag-uusapan.
Hindi mo na alam kung pinag-uusapan. Pero pag nandun na sa relationship, minsan hindi na nag-uusap. Magtatanong na, kumain ka na? Oo. Tapos, okay na. Wala na. Kanya-kanyang ginagawa na or wala nang pakialaman. Basta andyan lang.
Pero if you reflect on it, the conversations that we had before when we were growing up, mostly naman pinag-uusapan not growing up, nung nag-start pa lang, yung sweet ka pa sa akin. Di ba yung pinag-uusapan natin is about sa ating...
Kasi hindi na upset sa kanya ngayon eh. Sasaktan ko ito mamaya.
Insensitive kasi. Akala ko ako insensitive siya pala. Pero pinag-uusapan natin yung deep conversation, but we never really talked about yung dreams, no? We never talk about kung ano yung dreams natin.
We no longer talk about it.
Yung anong gusto nating ma-achieve sa buhay. I mean, we talk about kung anong yung typical na gusto magalaki ng bahay, magkapera, magka-business, and so on. But yung deep demands or needs, desires, walang ganyan. So these are the things that we take a look at in our number 3. Yung number 4?
Well, you no longer spend as much time together. Parang kung hindi na nga kayo nag-uusap, most often, the next scenario would be, wala nang time for each other. It's either busy yung girl or lumalabas kung may mga sets of friends. Especially din si guys, lagi na lang din nasa labas.
Or kasama lagi yung office mate. Or OT, overtime. Overtime, madaming gagawin. Or madaming kliyente, may meeting. Or lalabas with the client. O mga ganun situation. So, nababawasan ang oras.
Nababawasan yung oras.
And lastly, feeling undervalued or ignored. So, when was the last time you felt that you were undervalued or ignored by your spouse? So, ito yung mga times na, alam mo yon, unintentionally din naman, na hindi naman sinasadya ng iyong asawa na i-ignore kayo or hindi na kayo nabavalue because of a lot of different things that's happening. Ano nangyari, Dio?
Kay Coach Alvin, ako ang busy sa assignment. Pares tayo, Coach!
Totoo yan, Coach. Ito din na ko eh. Ano ba pinaggagawa mo dyan? Daming busy, mag-record, assignment, so on. Sabi ko, busy na lang. O sige na nga lang. Buti na lang, mahal ko yung asawa ko. Iniintindi ko na lang. So, mga ganun bagay, parang hindi na tayo nag-uusap kung ano na pinag-uusapan natin. Pero the beautiful thing about it, just moving to that context of feeling undervalued or ignored, ito yung magandang pinag-uusapan and come to a deep understanding kung ano kasi yung hindi nasasatisfy na need ng asawa.
Yeah.
Kasi pag hindi mo ma-identify sa sarili mo kung ano yung need na nawawala. Yan, hindi mo ma-express.
Hindi nyo talaga hindi nyo maintindihan. Sa amin, it took us a while din eh. And the beauty about it is that life coaching has helped us really understand our deepest needs. Like ako muna, sa sarili ko, ano nga ba kasi yung mga gusto ko? Same thing with him, na na-realize niya din yun. Tapos pinag-usapan namin, not because ako may needs ako para sa sarili ko, may gusto pa akong gawin. Yeah. It doesn't mean na ayoko na hindi. Meron kasing ganong concept eh. You're like, sa akin, pag halimbawa, 'di ba kasi sa society ang standard is pag may asawa ka, may anak ka na, sila na. Wala ka na, hindi ka na dapat nag-iisip ng para sa'yo. Para sa kanila na. So, nawawalan ka ngayon ng value and hinahanap mo ngayon yung value mo sa partner mo. Mostly sa partner yan eh. Kasi yung mga anak, iba yung level. Pero sa partner talaga nakarely yung nagiging dependent ka, nagiging clingy ka. Kasi hinahanap mo yung value kung anong meron ka dahil nga binigay mo na lahat.
Alright.
So that's one of those things that you have to take note of in your relationship.
Yung quote na the beginning of wisdom, knowledge is the beginning of wisdom, that's true. Totoo yan. Kasi pag kilala mo yung sarili mo, alam mo kung paano, anong conversation you need to have with your spouse eh. Para mas matino yung outcome. At para mas maganda. Di ba? Parang ang pangit naman kung lagi na lang kayo nag-aasawa. Lagi kayo nag-aaway, lagi na lang kayo may discussion, lagi na lang kayo may disagreement, lagi na lang kayo may irritation. Ang pangit kaya nun. Parang hindi nag-i-enjoy yung bahay, pati yung bahay, kung ano na nangyayari. And your kids also would mirror that. So that is something that's happening. Alright? So, Uchtin, tulungan natin sila. Ano ba pwede natin gawin?
So, if you are watching us right now and you have a pen and paper with you, I need you to just take note of this. Write it down. And then, pag may free time ka, I hope you can really give yourself the permission to have that time, kahit 30 minutes lang, in a certain, give yourself 30 minutes ngayong araw na to do this. Maganda din kung parehas nyo itong gawin na mag-asawa so that you can really come into a point na marirealize nyo, ito pala yung mga ano namin.
And we encourage you not, really spend time with this. You might feel na, Coach, ang dami kong ginagawa, ang daming ganitong gawin, and so on and so forth. Take a look at the value of the relationship that you're having with your spouse and how valuable they are. Because if they're valuable, then ano ka talaga, you're gonna do things for you at least to make the improvements necessary to take action. We'll give you some activities that you can start working on. If you have your pen and paper with you, do so. Good. Kung balikan mo to mamaya at this time, you play it at balikan mo and do the activity. If you can do it with your spouse, much better.
Yeah. These activities called then and now. Yung first mong gagawin is try to write down the frustrations you remember that you had with your caregivers and how you felt. So it can be a specific event or general experience. Ano ba yung mga naging experiences mo sa caregivers mo? Like your parents, kung sino man yung nag-alaga sa'yo nung bata ka pa. Ano ba yung mga frustrations mo or expectations na unmet? Like in my case, yung mom ko, ang naalala ko is lagi siyang nakahiga. Siyempre, in my young mind, wala naman akong idea. Pero, nung malaki na ako, saka ko lang nalaman na she's already sick with cancer. So, yung sa akin doon, yung expectations ko or frustrations ko is hindi kami taga nagkaroon ng relationship na we are able to talk. Hindi ko na-feel yung love na yun. So, that's one.
Sa akin, I can remember yung sa tatay ko, hindi masyadong emotionally invested kasi yung tatay ko. And nung una, hindi ko din siya naiintindihan. As I progress in life coaching, I realized, yung kasi yung love language lang ng tatay ko. Hindi na ibibigay yung expectation ko. So these are the things that you can start writing down. Do not filter it. Spend some time with it. Wag mo munang i-challenge. Wag mo munang sabihin na, hindi naman totoo to, fake news. Wag na muna. Just write down.
So write down. Do 2 columns pala. First is yung sa caregivers, yung first column. Second column is your frustrations you have with your partner and how it also makes you feel. So list as many as you can, including petty annoyances and those things that irritates you. So once you're done with the list, look at the 2 lists and check out the similarities. Ano ba yung mga similarities doon sa frustrations mo doon sa caregivers mo and doon sa husband? Like, ano bang sa kanya naiinis ako pag paulit-ulit siya ng
Bakit may kasamang hawak?
Para hindi ka mag-react. Para yung paulit-ulit siya minsan, yung parang nasabi mo na tapos tatanungin ka ulit. Napofrustrate ako dun kasi para bang ano ba? Tapos naalala ko kasi may ganun din akong instance sa parents ko na nasabi mo na tanong pa din ng tanong. So yun yun yung na-realize ko na, kaya nga pala, eto, yung mga irritations ko din
Na
is the
paulit-ulit.
qualities that I
Mm.
have experienced sa mga caregivers ko. And nagiging pattern kasi siya eh. So doon mo nakikita, nagkakaroon pala talaga ng pattern sa relationship.
Yep. And you need to explore that in a way na non-judgmental. Na parang ginajudge mo, okay, sige coach, paano naman yung asawa ko? And acknowledge ko yun, so asawa ko walang gagawin. Huwag mo na munang isipin yung ganun. The most important thing is you acknowledge it and you share. You share with an expectation that the person will at least listen. O pakinggan ka lang. Pwede mag-adjust sila, tsaka mo na iisipin yun. Para sa'yo muna. Self-care nga muna yung tinuturo namin sa life
Or kung hindi
coaching.
pa taga kayo ready pag-usapan yan, do it separately. Basta maglista lang kayo. Tapos pag ready na kayo na ano nyo na yung sarili nyo na tanggapin yun, then start talking about. Now, after you're done with your list, kasi di ba first column is ano yung frustrations mo sa mga caregivers mo. The second column is your frustrations with your partner. Now, the thing that you have to do now is once you are able to note the similarities, kung ano yung mga naging cause, then it's time now to talk it over with your partner. So, as you share, pag halimbawa nag-sharing na kayong dalawa, ang mapapansin mo dun is nagiging curious ka. Ano nga ba yung mga naging irritations
Yeah.
niya? So, nawawala ngayon yung frustration na nafe-feel mo. Di ba? It's hard to feel curious and frustrated at the same time. Try nyo kayang pagsabayin kung kaya nyo. Kasi ako hindi eh.
Now, when you go through this, remember, hindi naman siya overnight. You might say na, okay, coach, na-share ko na po sa asawa ko. Bakit yung asawa ko, ang kulit-kulit, paulit-ulit niya pa rin ginagawa. Remember, it's a habit. Kung mag-asawa na kayo for the longest time, like we've been married for 19 years, there's a lot of tolerations that we have that we didn't really resolve during those times. And this is the only time that we're resolving it. So there's 19 years in the gap that we need to work on to say na yung conversation o pag nagtatanong, hindi siya nangiinis. Kasi si Coach Tim, pag may tinatanong ako or may pina-highlight ako, parang iniisip niya, ina-attack ko siya. Parang hindi ko maintindihan. Di ba asawa mo mamahal mo, tapos i-attack mo? Parang sabi ko nga sa kanya lagi, ano naman magigain ko dyan kung i-attack kita? Wala naman akong magigain. So this one, it takes time.
Yeah.
But again, if you are in that space, if you want to start working on your relationship and your marriage and you want to, increase that, then life coaching would be the best route for you. If you need relationship coaching in your marriage, and this would be the best route para ma-reignite at ma-strengthen yung relationship.
Alright, so remember, 90% of our frustrations with our partner comes from experiences from our past. That means only 10% of the frustrations you currently have are about each other. Kasi sabi ko kanina, it's about patterns. So yung brain mo, naaalala niya yung patterns na pag ito yung nangyari, ito yung frustration na mafe-feel mo. Kaya feeling mo, lahat kasalanan ng partner mo. Pero pag, if you are able to identify the points, yung kaninang pinapagawa naming activity, pag na-identify nyo, makikita nyo, yung frustrations nyo pala talaga ay hindi naman against each other. 10% lang yun. 90% of that comes really from the unmet expectations, the pains that you have when you were with your caregivers. Sabi ni Coach Cherry, totoo, nagiging pattern. Kaya minsan, di ba, sabi nila na pag lalaki ka, ugali ng mom mo yung wife mo. At pag wife ka, ugali ng hubby mo yung father mo. Yeah, may mirroring kasing nangyayari. Yun yung imago, na-attract mo ngayon, na-attract ka dun sa tao kasi nakikita mo yung positive at negative qualities ng caregivers mo.
Just to add, it's funny because yung daughter namin, Mika, 1 year na sila. Happy anniversary, Ate Mika and Andrew. 1 year anniversary na sila. And we were trying to reflect on it, observing yung boyfriend niya. And we realized na, yung boyfriend niya parehas ng ugali ko din, makulit, o di ba, caring, and so on. Caring nga. Yung mga bagay-bagay na na-realize namin na tama, totoo siya. Science is true. This is scientific.
It's actually science. The science behind imago or the relationship.
So, totoo siya na yun ang nakukuha mo. So, again, 10% lang yung frustrations mo currently dun sa partner mo. And the 90% comes from your upbringing. Yung triggers mo, ang tawag nga niya. Sabi ni Coach Marife.
Sabi ni Abby, if may question na yes or no lang answer, yun lang sabihin ko. Ayaw niya sumagot kasi yes or no lang. As wife, like happy to remember what we said. Kaya kung nagtatanong, feeling ko di siya na-listen, kaya nagtatanong. Yeah.
Ah,
So,
ala-
depende nga talaga yun eh.
alam nyo, importante din yung conversations when you were growing up. Especially kung lumaki kayo na hindi masyado yung conversations.
Sa
Yung
family,
rich conversations, ha. I posted it inside Effective Parenting Without Shouting, Expanking na group. If you wanna join there, I posted that last night. Na dapat on an average, we need to have a conversation with our children or anyone 21,000 words a day. Kung isipin mo, ang dami, no? Pero dun sa public speaking nga, kinalculate ko to, na if you want a 5-minuter, you need at least 650 to 750 words. So, ibig sabihin, tapos kung 15 minutes, mga 2,000 words na yon. So, kayang-kaya mo siya i-meet. And this is something that we need to take a look at na dapat na-verbalize natin. Kasi yung nga, kung yes or no, no lang yan, Coach Marife, ibig sabihin hindi sanay po yung partner nyo makipag-usap. Kasi not because they're bad, because they're not being taught. Kumbaga yung
Hindi lang
languages,
kaya nilang ma-verbalize.
sobrang konti lang. Kaya di ba may nakakausap ka masyadong technical yung words na ginagamit? Because yun na yung na-instill sa kanila eh. Yung bata sila, hindi sila talaga naturuan ng conversation, na rich conversation, yung deep conversations.
Okay, so if you are into that stage, do not worry. We can work it out. There's still a way to work things out for you. Remember, hindi naman lumalaki ang isang bagay na hindi nagsimula sa maliit. Yes, Coach Sherry, you can check it out. It's a concept in relationship, yung imago concept or imago relationship theory. So if you're already noticing the telltale signs that romance is fading, then take that action now. Hindi porke mag-asawa na kayo ay hindi na pwedeng ibalik yung romance. Kaya pa din. So, we'll give you some steps. First, of course, is take a step backward to go forward. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Backward to forward. It means that go back to the moment that you were able to the days that you can remember, like yung few days, weeks, or months, or years na nagkakilala kayo. What were you doing differently then and how did you treat each other? Ano ba yung treatment mo sa kanya? Ano ba yung, paano ba kayo nag-uusap? Kasi, dun mo makikita na ano yung nag-change. Ito kasi medyo kailangan mo talaga ng acceptance dito eh. Hindi pwedeng may resistance ka. So, when you're ready, take this step. Ano ba yung dati kong ginagawa or ano ba yung mga ginagawa ko nun at ano yung naiba kasi ganito na yung relasyon namin. Because this is an inventory of what you're doing in the relationship.
I think to put more emphasis as well na remember when you meet your spouse or yung partner mo, may mga ugali na to. And hindi naman ikaw nagturo dun eh. I mean yun na talaga yung ugali nila. So in that essence, you need to accept and acknowledge na yun talaga yung ugali. Nang may intindihan mo. And this process this would help you. And once you're able to understand that, you're able to at least have a deeper understanding of the difference. O, di ba? Step back, then move forward. You need to, 3 C's lang, yung kailangan mong gawin now. Compromise, compromise, compromise. Yan. What are your triggers and his triggers? Kailangan nyo ng pag-usapan to. Deep conversation hindi yung mga alam mo, minsan, pag naalala ko pa nag-uusap kami, nagagalit si Coach. Hindi naman totoo yan. Parang hindi niya sinasabing totoo. Ako may mga ganun din at times. But you need to compromise it. Knowing this will allow you to at least have a deeper understanding where the emotions are coming from. Kasi triggers nyo yan eh. And triggers are either the words, the behaviors, the actions, even nga yung mukha pa lang, naiinis ka na. O, di ba? Biglang mag-smirk lang.
Kasi hindi mo siya controlled eh. Parang automatic siya sa'yo na pag ito yung narinig mo, ito yung response.
Yes, and go through there and really get into a conversation of talking about it and agreeing on how to resolve it during the talk. Kumbaga, wag nyong, hindi kayo magtatapos ng conversation na walang resolution, na assertive yung conversation. Assertiveness means win-win. Parehas kayo magbe-benefit dun sa conversation na yan.
Alright, and also try to make new friends and have more on outside life. Huwag nyo kasing i-revolve na, like, yung mga nangyayari sa girls, di ba? So, if you are that woman who's really feeling in a rut at feeling mo, parang ito na lang ba yung role ko or something, join me in my community, a Women's Epiphany Coaching Community, where we talk about topics like this, the imago, so that you can know more about yourself and really improve the relationship. Because once you get to know yourself, you learn more about yourself, mas maiintindihan mo ngayon yung partner mo, and you will be able to give more love. Not because dahil iintindihin mo ang sarili mo, hindi ibig sabihin ay ayaw mo na. Hindi
Ah.
po yun. You always have a choice to have that love.
Mag-greet lang tayo, nanonood ata. Si Sir Mike Navarro. Happy birthday po sa inyo.
Happy
I hope you're having a
birthday!
great
Yes.
moment ngayon. Maganda yung sinabi ni Lady Jen. My trigger is when my husband is not responding when I have something to tell. Ano to? During the time that you're speaking or before pala? Can you clarify that, Lady Jen? Pag may mga
Or
times
baka
kasi...
yung nagsasalita siya, pero
Pero hindi
feeling
nakikinig.
niya, hindi nakikinig. Ganon
Ah!
din siya, meron siya, pero nakikinig actually siya.
Nakikinig. Nakikinig. Yung mga lalaki nakikinig lang. Yan. Kaya lang, slow processing. Kasi, ganito kasi yan. Yung hindi science dito, yung process, mahirap na kasi baka may masabi kaming mali eh. Di ba yun, pag kukwento ka tapos may biglang mag-blurt out lang yung lalaki tapos insensitive, nagagalit. So kami, pinaprocess namin yan. Pero scientifically, ang nangyayari po kasi sa brain ng mga lalaki, because certain emotions that you express as a woman is not something na hindi kami familiar. We're not familiar with that. We don't know how to respond with it. It's something that we block out maybe when growing up. Siguro nakita namin sa parents namin. Binablock namin yan, finifilter namin yan. Kasi ayaw namin maging too emotional. Kasi hindi kami marunong mag-respond. Not that we're bad,
Yeah.
but
Yun
because
din
we were
yung
not taught.
issue ko lagi ko sa kanya sinasabi na insensitive ka. Pag ako, all ears, all eyes, lagi yung attention ko pag may siya ganun. Pero pag ako nagsalita, may iba siyang ginagawa, tapos feeling ko hindi ako pinapakinggan. Kaya sabi ko, wag na nga, maghanap na nga lang ako ng kausap.
Nakikinig,
kasi
pero nakikinig. Nakikinig talaga kami.
Pero nung naintindihan ko na yung mga patterns and
Ayan.
all sa relationship, doon ko na-realize na nakikinig siya. It's just na, kayo kasi as girls, may connection tayo sa emotions pag nagkikwento. Sila, hindi ngayon sila nakaka-relate sa emotions. Lalo na kung nung lumalaki sila, hindi naman pinalaki sila na lalaki na
di ba?
na
Brusko eh. Hindi emotional.
Connected yung emotion sa nila, sa
conversation.
Yung sa conversation, parang hindi nila na-verbalize.
A good example of this, ako specifically yung experience ko nung umiiyak ako noon, pag sinasabihan ako, wag kang iiyak kasi pag umiyak ka bakla ka o ganun siya. Bawal pala umiyak. So bawal maging emotional kasi may yung mind sinasabi mo dapat ito ganito yung hulma mo na dapat itong sundan mo.
Appear tayo, Coach Sherry. Pag nakita tayo, mag-appear tayo. Nakaka-relate kasi si Coach Sherry. I think this is a common problem really in the relationship na pag babae yung nagsasalita, feeling natin yung mga partners natin hindi nakikinig. But really, they still are listening. Pwede siguro may percentage na hindi, pero nakikinig sila at alam nila yon. It's just na
Struggle
hindi nila
lang yung
ma-express. Struggle nila kung paano magre-respond dun sa verbiage of emotions na nilabas mo.
And ano to for the woman out there, lagyan mo din ng wisdom. Baka kasi iniisip hindi ka talaga pinapakinggan or pinapakinggan ka na asawa mo. May mga times talaga yung mga asawa wala doon.
Naka-poker face.
Sige, may dami kasi sinasabi, wala talaga yung lalaki doon. Huwag kang yung magalit. Kumbaga, really have a conversation and ask your husband. Schedule a time with them. Much better. Ito, mag-uusap tayo. Pero yung pupunta ka doon, tapos busy yung asawa mo, tapos bigla mong didisturbo, wag. I tell you, as much as possible, don't do that. Kasi natitrigger din yung mga asawa natin.
Yeah.
Okay,
so, next is don't play games. Ano yung ibig sabihin ng don't play games? Pag kayo ba ay nag-aaway, may verbal battle kayo, anong nangyayari sa inyo, sa minds nyo? Di ba, yung nagma-mind game din kayo, stop playing mind games. Kasi, pag assumptions mo, minsan mali ka. Sa kanya din naman, since hindi mo na-verbalize, hindi niya alam na kung ano talaga yung gusto mo. Guys cannot mind read. They are really very different from women.
Alam mo, hindi ko maintindihan din yan. Si Coach Tin lagi sinasabing, dapat intindihan mo ako. Dapat alam mo na. Dapat i-explore mo. Parang inisip ko, hindi naman kita kilala eh. Naasawa nga kita. Kaya nga tayo nag-explore, nag-uusap tayo para maintindihan ko. Buti naman na-accept na hindi ko siya talaga kilala. 19 years na tayo mag-asawa. Hindi mo pa rin ako kilala. Hindi
diba? Talaga. Dapat nga kilala mo na ako kasi 19 years na.
Ano pinag-uusapan natin?
Ewan ko, hindi ka naman. And of course, be honest. How open are you to feedback? Medyo guilty ako dito. It's really hard to accept feedback. Kasi, nung lumalaki ako, ang frustrations ko, lagi kong naaalala is, they always point out my mistakes. At hindi ka pwedeng magsabi, kahit alam mong wala kang mali, feeling mo tuloy lagi kang mali. So, I am not really very open to feedback.
I tell you, that one, that experience of ours is very challenging. Alam mo, kung hindi mo mahal talaga yung asawa mo, for men out there, and for the woman, kung di namin mahal yung asawa namin, pwede na namin iiwan eh. Kasi parang ang kulit mo, sinasabi ko nga sa'yo, para mag-improve ka, para mas maging ganda yung interaction mo. Bakit sinasabi mong attack siya? Hindi ka naman ina-attack, mahal ka nga eh. Kaya sinasabi ng ganon. And you need to come into acceptance that at the end of the day, the marriage is there for partnership. And it means partnership, working together. Mag-work together kaya hindi ka nag-aaway. Kaya huwag mo na ako awayin, Coach Tim. Ikaw naman, naway mo ko lagi. Oo.
Umayos ka kasi huwag kang makulit.
Basahin natin yung sabi ni Coach Cherry. True, kasi ang social norm is that pag lalaki ang dapat di ka umiiyak, di ka nag-i-express kasi ang strength, pero actually hindi. So dapat ngayon, I appreciate ang lalaki. Pag nag-i-express, yes. Woman, ito coming from men, please acknowledge your husband and do not reject them. Do not reject their feelings, do not reject their thoughts. Have a conversation with them. Kasi na-appreciate nila yon. Huwag na kayong mag-antay sa iba pa sasabihin yung mga bagay na yan. Kung pwede nyo nang pag-usapan at i-accept, pag-usapan, di ba kukuchitin?
Parang may ibig sabihin, mamaya mag-usap tayo. Ayun. So, that's it. So, if you are feeling mo, may pinagdadaanan kayong dalawa at lagi na lang kayo nag-aaway, hindi mo siya maintindihan, connect with us. You can book a discovery session with us. Just message Coach Rizel at 0917-586-1661, or you can also message Life Coach PH, and you can also, since wala na, naka-MECQ na tayo at medyo maluwag na, you can drop by at Decaf Coffee Republic and let's have a conversation. All the people there, even the ones serving you, are life coaches. So you will have that space. Where you will really be able to express, and we can process your thoughts.
All right. So,
and of course, if you are someone who is needing help in your relationship, wag nyo nang antayin lumaki. Let's work on it.
Prevention is better
you
than
want to
cure.
level up the relationship, we also offer a coaching program for couples. So let's have a conversation, connect with us, just message us, and we will be happy to help you.
All right. So before we end this session, one question that we would like for you to reflect on is, what are you going to give away? What are the things that you are going to do today after this? What is one thing that you will do today for you to be able to start that change and to start having that deep conversation? Kasi importante yun, dapat may call to mag-action tayo eh. So sa natutunan nyo ngayon, anong isang bagay?
What something different can you do today to level up your conversation or to lift up your partner?
And at the end of the day, mahirap, challenging siya. Wala namang easy. But the beautiful thing about it is, when you start accepting na may flaws ka, you have these bad experiences of growing up, and you say na, okay, sige, ito talaga yung mindset ko, itong expectation ko. Eventually, pag yung asawa mo naman na-accept na din, it will all go very well. Hindi siya overnight. Took some time.
It's really a process.
Ilang taon na ba tayong life coaches? 3 years na. 3 years na kaming life coaches, and we're still journeying. Sasabihin mo, mahirap ba siya? Or, coach, paano kung hindi mag-work? Mag-work siya eh. But again, one of the biggest reasons why we're able to really make it happen is because we're a product of life coaching. Life coach kami, tapos may personal growth coach din kami sa relationship namin, and that really helps a lot. So work on yourself, invest on yourself. Isipin mo, coach, wala kaming pera. Kaysa naman, di ba, nag-aaway kayo lagi. Ano mo naman pera mo kung lagi kayo nag-aaway? Di ba, irritable yun, Coach Tim?
Yeah. So thank you so much for everyone. And as we end our conversation, let us invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional certified life coaches. Do join us for another coaching conversation later with Coach Maan for Coaching for Healthy Mind Space. That's at 2 p.m. And I'll be back at 4 p.m. for Coaching for Relationship. And we're gonna be talking about one of the things that you can also do to start leveling up your relationship with your partner.
All right, so do it. Go back here at 2 p.m. and at 4 p.m. for Coach Maan and Coach Tin. We would also like to invite you to go to Master Coach A's Co-Active Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program. This is a comprehensive approach to learning and mastering life coaching as an active process. Active po siya of creating a new path to achieving results in life so that success is inevitable in every coaching relationship. It includes 21-day web-based learning, which is wonderful, by the way, because it preps you up, a 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and a 3-day live business bootcamp with Senior Coaching Team. Ayan, kasama po dyan si Coach Tin. And the program package also comes with many other bonuses. So connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 to discover the opportunities awaiting you in this profession.
So once again, we are the couple coach from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk. Coaches like us think and talk like this, and this is us in the Philippines. So love,
Labang boom, labang boom, labang boom, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you again next week.